Hello everyone, this is InDesign CC tutorial for creating resume. Let's start. Go to the file, new, document, and we want to create print and letter size. Make sure it's a letter size and you don't have to change anything, and let's increase margin to the 5. So it will be 5P0. Okay, click OK. So this is our documentation. You will see that we have a more kind of wide area, so it gives more space. Okay, so this one we will create a traditional resume. It means will be good for kind of formal resume for applying job in kind of corporation or company. Okay, so we need to bring our text. Okay, so let's import it. Go to the file and place. And if you go to the InDesign folder, everything will be InDesign folder. And there, tutorial resume and resume files. And I want you to find there are traditional resume. Click open. Okay, let me show you again. Go to the place. Before you open, there are options. I want you to check show import option. Okay, and click open. So if you click show the option, and you can remove all the kind of formatting. Okay, so there will be just kind of text. Okay, let me see if I do. Let me the place. I want to kind of show option, show import option, and traditional and open. And I want you to make sure you need to check here, remove styles and formatting from text and table. Okay, so the reason I'm using that one because I need just text, because I will be formatting in InDesign. Okay, so click OK, and you can kind of bring it here. Okay, so this is, I just showed that when you place the text, when you import the text, and then you can click show the more option and just remove all the text, all the kind of formatting style. Okay, so select this one. I'm this type tool. Okay, so I'm here and Command A, select all, and we'll use Adobe Garamond Pro Regular. Adobe Garamond Pro Regular. So I'm gonna change it, everything Adobe Garamond and 10, and I want to change the leading to the 14. So this is kind of my default. This is Adobe Garamond, and then a type size will be 10 and leading will be 14. It will be the regular. Okay, first thing I need to divide by different section. Okay, because that case easy to apply, kind of separate. So I'm gonna select in the top. Let me show here. So I'm gonna select the name and the phone number and address, that email, the email and the website, and I'm gonna select Command X. Actually, I just cut. Okay, I'm the type tool, and I create another box, Command V. So I'm gonna have this one, first one. Okay, and then let's bring the another body. So I'm gonna select from the summary to summary and employment, Command X. Okay, and you need to make sure that you need to create another text box, Command V. So here, summary of qualification and employment. Okay, and then these three, Command X, I cut and create another text box, Command V. Okay, so I actually separate as kind of 3 text frame. So that case, I have a free to apply text frame and another arrangement. Okay, let's start. Let's start the first one. Okay, so I'm gonna select this first, the top part. And I want to change the paragraph align to center. Okay, I'm gonna come back, and I want to change to the bold, so everything's bold, and especially the name I want to increase to 22, and leading will be 30. Okay, and then I also want to apply color. So if you go to swatch panel in the top right, and somehow if your workspace is different this, you can always go to click typography, just reset your typography. Okay, there's a swatch panel, and there's kind of red color, which I think the bright, I want to revise it. So when I double click, you can revise it. I'm gonna change with kind of dark red, and I will change with the number will be 32, 100, 100, and 47. So now I have a kind of dark red. Click OK. So I apply dark red in the name. Okay. And other information. This is just 10, but I want to increase to the 12. Okay, so let's increase to 12. Let me have a kind of the leading. Okay, so there's a name. And before we going further, I want you to change with your name. Your first name, your last name. Okay, because I want to see that you follow this tutorial. So you have ability to kind of change your name. Okay, so I think the top part is done. Let's go to the body part. Okay, so this will be the heading, summary of qualification. And I want to change the bold. I want to increase to the 11. And I also want to apply same color, dark red. Okay, I think that looks good. And I'm gonna select it. I want to make paragraph style can apply other for the heading. So I'm gonna go to paragraph style and the right click, and you can go to new paragraph style. This will be heading 1. This is it. Heading 1, this is kind of red color. Click OK. So this is heading 1. Let's apply heading. This is employment. I'm gonna apply heading 1. Okay. And this one, I want to using a blend. So I'm gonna select this body part. And if I go to the paragraph style, there are blended list. Okay, so I have this blend, but I want to go to inside. So this is a point. I'm gonna change with a point and the point. So I want to have an indent. I'm gonna increase 18 point to the 16 point. Okay, I think that looks good. Okay, and then especially there's a black one, and if you click with your option and alt key, you can have a kind of more option, and you can kind of change to the another kind of the black character. But I'm okay with this black one. Okay, so I'm not changing it. Okay, here I'm also want to create paragraph style. Go to paragraph style, top right, and the new paragraph style. This will be the blend. Okay, let's do the blend list. Click OK. So I create the one character style. I create another character style. Okay. So in employment, I want to have this is heading, right? But I want to create another subheading. Okay. So I'm gonna go here, and I'm gonna go to change it to the bold. Okay. Okay, I want to go to swatch panel again, and I want to create new color swatch. Okay, and I want to create a gray. So I'm gonna change with the black to 80%. So I want to create a kind of dark gray. Okay, gray 80, and click add. Done. Okay, so I'm gonna change with a kind of gray color for subheading. So if after I change with the color and I make a bold, okay, and I want to create paragraph style, go to paragraph style, go to top right, click, and new paragraph style. and this will be subheading, and this will be gray. Click OK. So I have a subheading. Okay, and then this will, and then now it's time to apply our paragraph style. So this will be the body part. So I'm gonna apply bullet, and this one is a subheading, and that will be the bullet list. Okay, and the education, it's heading. Okay, a word, it's heading. Okay, actually there's more information. Okay, so technical skills are heading. Okay, and then the year, that's a subheading. That's 1999. The year is a subheading. So year, that's a subheading, and 2009, that's a subheading. Okay. So I apply that older character style, and now we need to working on more about kind of arrangement. Okay, so I'm gonna go to this last paragraph. We have our education, award, technical skills. Okay, so I want to have a 3 column. So I'm gonna select this text frame, go to object and text frame option, and I want to make column 1 to the 3. So I have 3 columns. Click OK. And now you need to make a kind of smaller. Okay. So after you make a kind of enough space for that, and then in front of our word, I put my cursor, enter, enter. So our word go to the top, and enter, and technical skill will be in the top. So there will be kind of 3 kind of sub heading. There's a kind of 3 heading will be kind of here. Okay, that looks good. Okay, so we have a lots of kind of empty space. So I want to create a more kind of lines. Okay, let's arrange a little bit more. Okay, so I'm gonna go to this line tool. Okay, and I'm gonna create one of the line divided. If you hold the shift key, you can create the straight line. So I'm gonna create this straight line, and I'm gonna change the color. So make sure that fill should be none, and only the stroke has a color. I'm gonna using dark red color, and I want to have a thin and thick, and I want to increase to 3. Okay, and I'm gonna go here. So I have another line tool, and I'm gonna divide by half. Hold the shift key, make a straight line. Okay, and I'm gonna go to stroke. I'm gonna change the dark red, and in here I'm gonna go to the dashes. So there's kind of dashes. If you go to stroke on the right, this panel, okay, and actually I can kind of type how this is all the dashes, but how often. So I'm gonna change with the dashes to point, and gap will be to point, so it will be kind of consistency. Okay, so this is a very simple way to create the resume and traditional design, and with the W key it's kind of preview. Okay, so looks clean. Okay, maybe here I think it's still kind of crowded, so let me go back, and I'm gonna hold this number, and I want you to hold option key and keep and put the keyboard and going down, so you can have an individually kind of letting. I want to have a space more, and after your name. Okay, so your name, and I can have a kind of play with a little bit more kind of letting. Okay, so that one looks good. It have a kind of enough space, but if you have a more things in your resume, if you have like more things like technical skills and more kind of implement other one, this one kind of you can edit more. Okay, or if you feel okay that's too seems like a too much space, you can increase type sizes or the leading. You can kind of play around it. Okay, that looks good. Go to the file, save as. I want you to find InDesign tutorial resume, everything with the resume you want to save here. So this will be resume. This is a traditional look, and I want you to put your first name at the end of file. Okay, save. And go to the file. I want you to export, and I want you to export other PDF print. Click save. And we want to have a high quality print. Make sure check view PDF after exporting. And just in case, click the hyperlink. If you have a website and email, you want to include hyperlink, it will be very useful. Click export. Click OK. So you'll see that your resume design is here. Okay. So this is kind of simple element, but you can definitely add more colors or more lines. But in traditional resume, you still want to be kind of simple and consistent. Okay, this is end of tutorial.